I've never seen a market more manipulated in my life. The crypto markets have been going up and down. Everybody's getting scared. A lot of people still thinking that the bull run is over. We're going to jump into some things in this video that's going to show you otherwise. So hit that like button and let's jump into it. All right, today we're going to jump into the crypto market, the Bitcoin cycle, why I think we haven't had a bull run yet, and why I think we still have a bull run potentially here coming up. And it could be an absolutely massive move from where we're at now. So let's take a look at it. So the current crypto total market cap is 3 trillion. We were up to almost 4 trillion at one point, as you guys know. Bitcoin currently, as of this recording, 90,000. Now, with the manipulation in this market that I'm going to show you, and you guys have been experiencing over the last week or so here, the price of Bitcoin has been dropping and pumping, dropping and pumping. This is absolutely pure manipulation. And they're just taking advantage of the new people in the space that really don't know how to react to the market. So anytime there's a dump, it's getting these people to sell. And anytime there's a pump, it's getting these new people to buy. And they're just grabbing the liquidity and grabbing the money out of these new investors with Bitcoin, taking advantage of the market right now, because right now the market has been stale and it's pure manipulation. We'll take a look at that here. But Bitcoin, as you can see, has 90,000. Ethereum at 2,200. Now Solana had a little bit of a move for $145 right now. XRP currently at $2.48, and Cardano still holding strong at almost 50% for the week at almost $1 currently as of this recording. Now mainly with Cardano and XRP and Solana, the moves from these three have been from the announcement from Trump of having a crypto reserve with these three assets in it, and of course it's going to include Ethereum and Bitcoin. The Trump administration, their DeFi project, has been buying up Ethereum. As you guys know, they bought $10 million worth of Ethereum today as of this recording as well. I'm recording this on the 5th of March, so they did buy another $10 million worth of Ethereum. So they must see something important coming for Ethereum that they've just been loading up on it. And I'm guessing it's because they plan on having a lot of it in the crypto reserve, which could push its price up potentially a good amount if they're buying a lot of it. So let's take a look at the charts for Bitcoin here, because it's showing some very important things. So you can see the chart with Bitcoin here from $99,000 all the way down to $78,000 here with this dump within just a few days on this daily chart, then pumped all the way up to 95,000 from the 78,000 move. So what, that's like a $17,000 move with Bitcoin just in a matter of 2 days. So just a huge move here. You can see this is pure manipulation. And then right after this news, they dumped it from 95,000 all the way down to 84,000 within 1 day. So all the way up 17,000 within 2 days, dropped at $10,000 within 1 day, and now it's making its way up as of this recording. Now, where the price will be when this video comes out, nobody knows. But as long as we hold this 80,000 level here, I think we're good. And some people are thinking that if we could potentially come all the way down to the $70,000 level, which would mean we lost all of these gains here from way back in November, which is a possibility. We could come all the way down to there, and go sideways for a while before we really take off. I'm going to show you here in a minute what it's going to take to move the price of Bitcoin up to new highs. And I do think potential for new highs is coming, and some major new all-time highs, way higher than where we're at now potentially. I'll show you why I think that. But, as long as we hold this 68,000 level here, I think we're good, and we're still on track for a potential bull run by the end of this year. Will it happen sooner than that? Maybe not. I don't know. I would not keep my hopes up, but it could potentially happen sooner than that, but I'm not expecting it to really happen until certain things take place. So if you look at the last cycle here, this is in 2021. We had these moves up, moves down, move up, move down, move up, move down, this pure manipulation in this market. Then it finally dumped down, and this is kind of where I'm thinking we could be at, is actually kind of in this price range here, where we dump lower and just kind of go sideways throughout the summer, and then maybe we pick up towards the end of the year and make a new all-time high with Bitcoin. But I think if this happens, I think that we're going to go much higher than just a few thousand over the current highs of where we reached recently. If you look here, where we got up to 108, 109,000 here with Bitcoin, I think if this is the case, we're going to go much, much higher than this, and I'll show you why here in just a second. But let's take a look at another chart. This is the Pi cycle top indicator for Bitcoin. You can see here that the lines have always touched in previous cycles with Bitcoin. this chart here is showing that we're nowhere near a pi cycle top, and if this is accurate, this has been 100% accurate for previous cycles, and if this is anywhere close to accurate for this cycle, we're nowhere near the top. This is one indicator that I'm looking at for a top indicator, and this is showing that we're nowhere near the top of the cycle. In fact, it's showing that we got a long ways to go before we're near the top of the cycle, and I'm going to show you here in a second why. I do want to show you some bullish news that's going to potentially bring the price of Bitcoin up in the temporary, but I wouldn't count on this being a long-term pump if this does happen, because right now we don't have the things aligned in place for the top of the market to happen. So the White House Crypto Summit is happening here on March 7th, which is probably today by the time this video comes out. So these are confirmed on the left from the crypto space of who's going to attend, and then on the right side we've got unconfirmed. So confirmed, we've got Michael Saylor from, as you guys know, Michael Saylor is he's a founder of Strategy. It used to be called MicroStrategy. He's the founder of that. He's one of the biggest owners of Bitcoin. I think maybe the second largest owner of Bitcoin in the world, as compared to, I think, BlackRock, maybe number one now. I know for a while there he was one of the largest, or if not the largest. David Bailey from Bitcoin Magazine, and some others here, but we want to talk about Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, Vlad Tenev, CEO of Robinhood, and the CEO of Kraken, Chris Marsalak, CEO of Crypto.com, and Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple. So all those are confirmed attendees. And then we may have Kathy Wood attending from ARK Invest. Vitalik Buterin may attend from Ethereum. And then the CEO of Circle may attend, as well as the CEO of Tether. Hopefully they get something worked out with Tether, so we get exchanges in the United States able to carry Tether, because right now they're really only carrying USDC for the most part. But hopefully they carry Tether as a main currency. But I don't know if that'll happen or not. But it would be nice if they would carry more Tether pairs, because all the other exchanges worldwide have Tether pairs more than they do USDC pairs. So Charles Hoskinson from Cardano, ADA, as you guys know, will possibly attend this. Hopefully he will attend. And then founder of Solana, and then the co-founder and general partner of Andreessen Horowitz, early investor in Ripple as well, will hopefully attend. Those are unconfirmed attendees. And then for the U.S. government, we've got Bo Hines, the executive director of the Presidential Council of Advisor of Digital Assets, is attending, and David Sachs, he's the AI and crypto czar. Mark Ayedic, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not, he's the acting chairman of the SEC. And then Caroline Pham, acting chairman of the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission, is going to attend. And then we may have Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, and Pam Bondi, the U.S. Attorney General. Those may attend as well, so we'll see what happens here. But there may be some very bullish news coming out of that summit that could pump crypto. So just to warn you guys, I wouldn't necessarily buy on that pump because you could get dumped on. So be careful of that. As you guys saw recently with the announcement of the crypto reserve from Trump, it got pump and dump. So be careful. And it may not even be, some people are accusing Trump and Trump Jr. of doing that pump and dump. I highly doubt it's actually them. They don't really have the power to manipulate this market like the exchanges do. More than likely, it's market makers and exchanges out there that are doing the manipulation, like Binance and others, that are using that news to manipulate people into buying and then dumping the price on them and killing the shorts and the longs in the market so they can benefit from it. Those are the ones who are most likely doing the pump and dumps based off from any news in crypto. So this chart here is why I think we haven't had the bull run yet, and why I think things, if we do get this in the market, this is going to really push us to extreme new highs compared to where we're at now. This is the liquidity cycle here for the Fed. If you look at 2021, this is where they were injecting liquidity in the market in 2021, and as you can see, it followed the Bitcoin cycle here, the cycle first top, and then we had the dump in the summer of 2021, and then a new all-time high at the end of 2021, right at the tail end of 2021, and then we had a cool off after that, and the bull run ended. So it is following the liquidity cycle clearly here, and right now, even with all the dumps in the market, there has not been any new liquidity in the cycle. It's actually lower than it was in 2024. So if we get liquidity injected into the cycle, which is likely going to come when interest rates get lowered, and hopefully they'll be lowered this year, if we get more liquidity into the cycle, hopefully we will, that's going to push us way above that $109,000 mark that we've seen with Bitcoin recently. So that $109,000 mark with Bitcoin, basically all this from $15,000 Bitcoin all the way up to $109,000 Bitcoin has been all in this range of the same liquidity over the last few years. There's been no new liquidity into the market, so keep that in mind. We could go much higher than where we're at now if we get liquidity injected into the cycle. So that's pretty much what I wanted to show you guys in today's video. Keep your hopes up potentially for a bull run to happen here, and potentially a massive one if we get the liquidity injected into the cycle like I hope we will get. It's not guaranteed, of course, so we don't know for sure if it's going to happen, but if it does, I think we're going to have an absolutely massive bull run, because as you guys have seen here, Bitcoin pumping with the same liquidity in the cycle that's been there for the last few years, and with interest rates being high and markets being very unfavorable, we still have Bitcoin right around $90,000. So if we get really favorable crypto regulation and a very favorable government legislature coming into the space here, potentially we have, you know, the most bullish crypto president in history, and his family investing in crypto and shilling crypto and meme coins and all this stuff going on with the same liquidity. If we do get liquidity injected into the cycle and lower interest rates, this could be one absolutely massive bull run. So that's what I'm holding out for. But I'd appreciate it, guys, if you subscribe to my channel, hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and we'll see you on the next video.